7 Action News jury analyst Anthony Chambers has been watching the jury selection process. Anthony, thanks as always for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, it got underway today, and I know you were there this morning for part of this. The latest number, 16 that they questioned, 5 that they cut, as we just said. What do you think of the speed of all this? I know some of the defense attorneys saying we need more time to talk to these prospective jurors.
Well, the judge's goal is to get through 5 jurors questioning each hour. So she's going at a rate of 12 minutes per juror for questioning with both herself, the prosecutor, and 4 defense lawyers. The defense lawyers feel as though they need additional time and they need to ask other questions. And so it may be that at some point in time she adjusts the time schedule or she slows down a little bit. But she has a lot of jurors to question.
Have you been through this before as an attorney where you said I need more time? And do you feel as an attorney that you have a right to have more time?
Yes, you always believe that you have a right to more time, and you try to get as much time as necessary. You want as much information as you can get about each of the individual jurors because they are going to decide someone's fate. They're going to decide somebody's life.
Yeah.
So it's very important to know as much as you can.
When they get to the 66, when they get through this process, first, I guess, how long do you think it will take at the pace we're going? And then what happens after the 66 are on?
Well, if we're only at 11 right now and 1 day has passed, it's a hint that we've got at least another 4 or 5 days to go before they begin striking or using their preemptory challenges. So it's going to take a bit of time. I've been through this process, and I've been through it actually with Judge Edmonds. So it's going to take a little bit of time.
Will the defendants stay in the courtroom the whole time for this? Is it important for them to be there during this process, to see the people who will be deciding their fate?
It is very important not just for them to see the people, but for the jurors or the prospective jurors to see them. This is an initial assessment of what you believe or what you think even of the potential defendants. It's their first viewing of them other than perhaps on TV. So it's important that both sides get to know as much as they can about each other.
You told our Heather Catallo today when you talked to her that the elephant in the courtroom is race, really. Tell us a little bit more about what you meant by that and how big of a part you think race will play in this case.
Well, 3 of the 4 defendants are African American. One of the issues is going to be contracts and whether or not there was any bribery or any extortion that took place during the course of the trial. There is an executive order in the city which gives preferential treatment to contractors who have minorities or African Americans who work with them on contracts. So that, I assume, will become an issue also as a part of the defense.
Okay. No bigger issue than that, you think?
Definitely no bigger issue than that.
You don't think so? Okay. Victor Mercado, it's been interesting with him, one of the 4 defendants here, petitioned the court to have his own trial, own jury and everything, and was kind of shut down by the court. So he's part of this 4, but his attorney was talking to these jurors today and had some words as well, correct?
There were 2 consistent themes today with Victor Mercado. One, that he's entitled to separate consideration, separate and apart from any of the other defendants as it relates to all of the charges. And then secondly, there was questioning done by his attorney as to whether or not the jurors even ever heard his name before, hoping the answer would be no, and it was pretty much consistently with all of the prospective jurors.
All right, you're going to be keeping a close eye on this for us?
Yes, I will.
All right, you'll be there. Anthony Chambers, we thank you very much for your insight tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.